Hello. Can we hear me okay? We need to fucking talk. We need to have a fucking conversation. We have a fucking lot to talk about. And I'm about to make a margarita. I'm about to have a margarita. This is about to be one of those type of streams. Let me adjust my lighting. I'll be right with you. Who all is here? I have 10 people watching right now. You guys aren't going to believe the current state of my evening. I need to transform my evening. You guys, I need you all to prepare to get mad. Yeah, this is one of those kind of evenings. Prepare to get mad. Or maybe you'll laugh like me. But I got a little. I'll be one moment. But I just need to adjust my motherfucking evening because the only thing I'm proud of is self-control. To be very honest, I'm very proud of my self-control. Oh, I have 13 people here. Hey, Alex. Alex, prepare to have your blood pressure raised, my darling. I was summoning Queen of the Damned. I was summoning Aaliyah. I always summon her whenever I need to be the strongest, baddest bitch, even if I'm not feeling like it. But I'm going to relax in my fucking home as I have the right to. I have so much fucking shit to say, and I might just pop off and talk my shit because motherfuckers didn't make me talk my shit. Now I'm pissed. Y'all made me talk my shit. I was chilling. Now I'm back to being the villain in this bitch. It's giving I rose out of my crypt to deal with today. So let's talk. He came and got some of his things, not all of them. Apparently one of the boxes is too big. Apparently he wanted me to keep some shit. That was just made clear to me today. Can y'all tell I'm fucking pissed? But the fact that I didn't let it some of his shit. Some. No. So when he came in, the look of salt was on his face. And he looked over at my computer streaming setup. And he looked and he was like, nice setup. And I went back into the room. I was watching a YouTube video, chill. So I went back into the room as I should, so I could relax. Okay. And so then he's looking around, he's packing up his things. And he's like, oh, I was going to check in on you and see if you had all your needs met. I was going to check in and see if you had all your needs met. It's been almost a month. We haven't spoken? Clearly, let me adjust my evening. So yeah, he came in with the look of salt on his face and he was like, I was going to check in and see if you had your needs met. And then I was looking like kind of confused. I'm like, it's been almost a month and I wasn't going to reach out. And then he looked around and was like, oh, but it seems like you're balling. And then he looked around and was like, oh, but it seems like you're balling. Balling and properly taking care of myself are two different things. Balling and properly taking care of myself are two different things. That's not it. That's not it. He acted like he moved into a mansion. I can't, because the house looks much nicer. It looks much nicer. And the truth is, a lot of this stuff really isn't that expensive. I spent my money wisely as a proper adult. Remember, I just cried on my stream yesterday about how I didn't squander every coin, and that's how I was able to renew the fucking lease on my own, because I'm a responsible adult. I was gonna check in and see if you were okay. It's been almost a month. Seems like you're bawling. Why are you concerned about what my fucking pockets look like? And now he's trying to make it seem like he's okay with me keeping shit. Oh yeah, I'm totally just gonna live in an empty, abandoned apartment, right? We never had much furniture to begin with. That's a part of the problem. But I was supposed to just live in an empty apartment. I was supposed to just live empty using his stuff. Traumatizing? Why would I want to re-traumatize myself? Y'all know how every single day I had to wake up and use his Keurig, use his shit. I fucking hated it. I hated it. You know how every fucking day, even when I was on these streams, cooking, fucking hated it. So then the side compliment turns into a straight fucking insult right at the end. The side compliment turns into a straight fucking insult right at the end. Didn't I say I wanted him to hurry up and come get his shit so I can have my shit in? Ain't that what I've been doing? Moving out his shit, moving my shit in. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Get your shit. The fuck? Right? And I'm so thankful that I've done these streams and I have something to say. I'm going to look dead in my fucking camera. Yeah. So he fucking told me. He was like, you have what coming? And I'm like, I have a study table, and I'm thinking about getting like bar and stools. I'm very tempted to invest in like an entertainment center. I don't know yet. I'm like letting my little mind go. Because I do have plans for my space. My space, my house. My space. Who left? There's a person who vacated this entire property. It wasn't me. Staying with a friend for 6 days is different than moving your whole shit out. You might as well just got the rest of your shit. I mean, you're going to do all that. I'm letting my little mind go because I have plans for my fucking space. And then he was like, timing seems interesting. And this is why I live for being me. Because one thing that I'm not afraid of is a little adversity. Look me in the eyes when you say this shit. Look at me in the face when you want to question me. Every time he's ever questioned me, my ass sits right there like on some Chantal shit. You want to question me? Thought he could mooch off you. He's mad he doesn't live there to enjoy it. Who moved out? I'm confused. I agree, but I'm confused. I agree. But someone moved out. Yeah, he said timing seems interesting. And so I looked, and do y'all know, because my phone, my head was in my phone, and I must have, what do you mean? Literally, I was like, oh, what do you mean? The timing seems interesting. What do you mean? Explain. Tell me more about what you mean. He said, oh, because of the stream. Yeah, the stream that saved my fucking life. The stream that I will not fucking private, because that stream is helping me in like three different ways, if not four. That stream is the only reason I am the fuck K. That stream is why I have my furniture on the way. In addition to my hard work that I have demonstrated to my fucking audience that I worked to earn. But he also said, the stream and others I've heard about. And I got one thing to say. I have one thing to say. If I have any snitches on his behalf here in this stream, tell him about this one. Tell him about this one. Please. Tell him about this one. If I have any more people who want to snitch on his behalf, tell him about this one. Please, you'd be doing me a fucking favor. I have an idea of who it could be, but I don't know if they are that type. It could be mutual audience members. Just know I don't give a fuck, and I have not lied since. Oh, I always be having rogue members, rogue sus people. I do, but that's another reason why I documented my shit, because I'm because I'm ready. I'm on my SpongeBob shit ever since my fucking chest fell through my ass when I walked home after that fucking call when I was 20 minutes away. When I fucking walked in this bitch and my reality beat my ass, I've been ready. I've been ready. You don't devastate me like that. You don't heartbreak me like that. I don't give a fuck about what all kind of wannabe help was offered, because the tea is none was gotten. You wanted me to be a desperate, broken bitch and come crawling back to you and begging for a fuck. I'd die first. I'd die first. The way he left, I'd die first. I was better off going to my community for help and telling the building and other folks and other important things about what happened. Because now my ass is covered. And when it comes to me being able to renew the lease, that's me having my own fucking ass. Because I fucking uploaded. I worked. I bust my ass. Suck dick. When he was digging through the boxes and he saw like his appliances and the lights and stuff, he's like, oh, well, you can use the lights. I know you use it for your OnlyFans and stuff and da-da-da-da. And, oh, you can use this and da-da-da-da-da. Oh, you can use all of this and da-da-da-da-da. Right? And I told him I didn't feel comfortable using your things. It's bad enough that when I vent, you are mainly on my mind because I'm fucking hurt and I'm pissed. And I still can't believe it. After all this time, I still can't fucking believe it. Still been a month. Still can't believe it. Still. I cannot believe it. What amoral little worm is snitching. I just want them to tell him about this stream. Tell him about this, please. Please tell him, because so go ahead. Tell him more. I'm fucking ready. I think we see what happens when people fuck with me. But if that's not enough, if it's not been enough, you wanna Try to mock a woman struggling, going through her shit, trying to pick herself back up, had to save her own ass. Go ahead, be my guest. We've seen what happened to the rest of them.
Yes, we've seen what happened to the rest of them.
I should have questioned him about Yaba, but I did not stoop down to his level. When he mentioned my stream, the same one that saved my ass, when he mentioned my stream and all of this is why I love myself. I looked at him like this. And I looked at him and said, I think it's kind of obvious that I have to be here for a while. And then he's like, yeah, but the stream, it's just like, interesting timing. It's just like all this. And then, you say I abandoned you and you say I did this. And I said, but you knew.
Like, yeah, but the stream, it's just like, interesting timing. It's just like all this. And then, you say I abandoned you and you say I did this. And I said, but you knew.
Because that's that fucking death stare into the soul. And I looked him in his eyes. And I said, but you knew. You knew I was going to have to be here. You knew. You knew I was going to have to be here for a while. You knew. The mattress wasn't bare. It had sheets that I bought on it, but I wanted to buy new ones because I got tired of smelling him after I washed the sheets. He did abandon you and almost left you homeless. If I had not goddamn hustled my ass, and y'all know, I almost thought I was going to have to send in my PayPal balance. So guess what, bitch? You want to question that stream? That same stream, that balance would have helped me keep this home. Say more. Say more, darling. Keep exposing yourself, darling. He did fucking abandon you, right? Gaslighter. I'm a fighter. When it comes to the fight and the flight, I fight. Come to the fight and flight, I fight. I face my shit. I looked at him and I was like, but you knew. And so when he was questioning, because I just kept saying, you knew. Because please meet me with adversity. Please question me. Question my actions. Question how I fucking have worked and upgraded this apartment since you've left. Because this place looks... Because he said that. He fucking said that. He fucking said that. This place looks much different than when I was here. I couldn't work on this place like this when you were here, sir. First of all, you kept empty fucking boxes in the front. Who would have known? Sitting right here in this spot is beautiful. Right in front of this window. This is one of my favorite spots in this house. Didn't know that this would be my favorite spot until I made it that way. Until I had the help. He's mad jealous. He is. I have a right to live in comfort. I'm dealing with enough. I have to be here for a whole nother year due to some shit I'm dealing with. I deserve to be fucking comfortable. I fucking deserve. I don't deserve. What's the statement, darlings? What's the statement? I don't deserve to live in the trauma he left me in. Do you know that I told him to his face, because he kept saying, this place looks a whole lot different. And da-da-da-da-da-da. And da-da-da-da. And it's just interesting timing. He kept trying to da-da-da. The what about isms are always super real. But this and that and this and that and this and this and this and this. And I'm just like, you knew. And then when it came down to it and the nitty-gritty was happening, I was like, I don't deserve to live in an empty ass apartment. And I looked at him, I don't deserve. I don't deserve to live in an empty ass apartment. I don't. I didn't do anything to earn that. And to think that he really had it in his mind, that I was gonna. Do you all remember my crazier streams when shit was a little bit more fresh? And I know that those streams are crazy because I'm coming on here crazy with my bonnet, kind of like how I was recently. But like I was very emotional. I was kind of all over the place. I know how I was, the state of mind I was in. And then do we want to know what happened after I said, and I looked him in the eye and I said, I don't deserve to live in an empty ass apartment? Do we want to know what happened? My favorite part, the thing that always happens whenever Callie fucking defends herself. Let me adjust my evening. You know what? Now every time I take a sip of my fucking margarita, it's called adjusting the evening. Do you want to know what happened? Well, okay, I'm just going to grab my toaster and I'm going to go. See you later. Oh, did it get a little too real? Did it get a little too real? Was the truthing a little too hard? Fight, flight. Fight, flight. Don't confront me unless you're ready. I'm ready. I'm pissed. And how dare you? And I'm going to say this, and let me just fucking say this. How fucking dare you question me and the very community that's keeping me up right now? That's one thing I don't fucking play with, and he knows. He knows how I feel about my community. He knows how I feel about the free spirits. And I told him, and I looked at him, and he's like, the stream, and then you're asking for all this help and the overwhelming responsibility. Nigga, do you think that paying a full rent and bills every month is easy, nigga? Oh, all right. Oh, no, never mind. No, never mind. No. That's my fault. Because his only responsibility was 2 bills. So, of course he thought it was easy. You think? For sure, dude. For sure. Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. You know, pay rent and bills in a whole new state, have to refurnish an apartment so I can be comfortable, so that way when I have my panic attacks, and that way when I have my back fucking want to hurt me in the ass, that's why I got a vibrating gaming chair, right? I told you I almost passed out right here. I said, damn, I'm so tired. I don't deserve to just come in and plop like most normal niggas do when they have a house. What? Oh yeah, Jazz, I get what you're saying. Like, this is like what friends would say, but like, nah, I would never do that. I would never do that. I hope the snitch tells him I would never do this. I don't agree with this. Even though you're a member and you're a supporting person, I don't agree with I would never dox him, ever. I could never be that person. I'm not gonna lie. Almost all my real life friends back home, they also would like a word. Trust, which is why I ain't really been like hitting them up like that, because everybody's pissed. But I get it. I get it, right? I get why. I get why it was so hard. Because I won the game, nigga. I won. You didn't think that I was going to win this game. I won. I won. You're still telling me, oh, I was gonna check in on you and see if you had all your needs met. Then why didn't you? What was keeping you from it? It's been almost a month. What was keeping you from it? My therapist told me to go no contact. I'm sorry, but I actually listened to my therapist. My therapist told me, bitch. Well, she ain't saying like that, but my therapist told me, she said, bitch, now. You knew. And that's why you tried to hurt me. Because you wanted to break me through this. Do we want to know what else he said? He said one more thing before he left. This wasn't right before he left. But it's like, when he kept saying other things, and I kept saying, but you knew. Do you want to know what else he said? Y'all might get a little pissed. So when I was saying, you knew, what do you mean? And I'm looking him dead in the eye, and he's like looking away and looking around, all this other extra little shit. He's like, oh no, I'm not saying your luxury apartment is squalor. I'm just, the timing is all. He said that. I hope the snitch, run tell this, please. Nigga! I'm not saying your little luxury apartment is squalor. I'm just saying the timing. Snitch, if you're here, please. I have more to say. Because how fucking dare you?
Because how fucking dare you?
How fucking dare you? Yeah, you should go ahead and block me now. But I wasn't sure if it was you. And I said that earlier. Because it actually could be a few people. It could literally be a few people. I have an idea. And I said earlier that I didn't think that the snitch was you. I said, and I have an idea of who it might be, but I don't think it's that person. Because we share a few of y'all in common. We do. In fact, we share 2 members specifically in common that I have not seen in this chat in a while. And that's where my suspicion lies. I never said it was me. I never said it was you. But I know we have some members in common. I know we got some members in common. And I know we got 2. I'm just disappointed. I tried to be a friend to you. What do you mean? Because I never called you a snitch. I just explained. I never called you a snitch. Never. I have an idea. And my mind is on the 2 motherfuckers that I ain't seen since this shit pumped up. Now, I ain't trying to I could blast those 2 members. I've blasted members before. I'm just going to dip. Good luck, honestly. I can't watch this. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if you didn't, are you hearing what I'm saying? And I asked to go get his shit because I have furniture and stuff coming this weekend. More. And I didn't want my people stumbling over shit because I have the stuff right by the door. Like I've said, I've been telling the truth, man. The help I asked for was to come get his shit. So if it's the members that I fucking have my intuition about who also have Twitter, I might be right. So let me continue. Let me continue. Please. Please. I hope you hear what I'm saying. I hope you hear what I'm saying. I have had actual rogue members before. I have had some people do some really fucked up shit before, but I'm always ready. I say on go. Do you hear what I'm saying? I am still not saying it's you. And in fact, this amplifies my intuition about the two fucking members we share in common who have Twitter. Because let me find out I'm right. Because then we'll just screenshot who they are. Even in my mind, when I'm like, you snitch ass bitch, I don't have her in my mind. That's not who I have in my mind. Okay. As I said, I'll dip. I do wish you the best. Mo, I'm not going to say too much, but I do feel comfortable enough saying this here. This wasn't my choice. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. This was not my choice. I went to go and say it to friends and get my head together after being told some heartbreaking statements. Okay. This was not my choice. This is what I felt like I had to do. This is called survival. I understand that you offered help, and I understand I asked you to get shit. But this is not a diss, especially to you. I texted you and I told you, okay, well, Mo just said what it is. See, I wasn't going to say that. I wasn't even going to say that. I wasn't even going to say that. Mo, you just said what it is. I didn't even say that. Because I was still going to protect you. It's not about him being dragged. He needs to be accountable for his goddamn actions. His actions is what put me in this predicament. His actions, he needs to be accountable for his actions. And he's not going to be held accountable if everybody is hugboxing him all the time. He's going to keep doing this. I won't be the first and I won't be the last. I've said that before too. And I'm sorry, but him being bitter about the help that I received from my community, that's none of his business. Yeah. And I just hope you know that despite everything my therapist said, I'm not going to block you. And I still won't block you because I understand where you're coming from. I'm not the one. I am not the fucking one playing games. Because of fucking manipulative, toxic ass games and bullshit jeopardized my life. My life. If I hadn't gotten myself together, if I hadn't fucking tried my damnness, I would have nothing. My stream yesterday was so fucking real. My stream yesterday was so fucking real. When I was so thankful. Sure. Was I supposed to beg and go crawling back and get desperate and like all the bad vibes? Was that what I was supposed to do? I refuse. I would literally die first. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. I'm not going to get fucked over for nobody. His actions My stream yesterday where I was crying, thankful to keep this roof over my head was so real. That was the last thing. And just like how I said yesterday, and just like how I said today, the fucking PayPal from y'all who donated and helped me out. Trust. That's why I invested where it mattered most. So that way people could see the money didn't go to shit. Because I take it seriously. The PayPal balance would have went down to the office to help see if I could have a place to stay. And then we would be having different conversations if I wasn't even able to keep this roof over my head due to his actions. I'm surprised she went public with everything. Of course you are. You wanted me to break down and come crawling back, dude. And he the one in here making all kinds of passive-aggressive comments about the little bit of furniture I do have. I'm not even done with the place yet because I deserve to live in full comfort. And and guess what? Guess what? Me covering the rest of the needs for the house, that's on me. That's on me. That's on me. That's the only thing that really pissed me off. The questioning of the stream and the questioning of what I have here in this place, thanks to my beloved community. That's one thing that's for certain. How dare he? If I had not did that stream, if I had not had different conversations that I needed to have, okay, I needed to tell the important folks that he evacuated. I needed to. I would be fucking facing hell. Like I said, now we're starting to reiterate. Now we're starting to actually talk in circles. Can y'all imagine if I had kept all of this quiet as a person who's out of state? And yeah, he's the only person I knew in this state like that. But he's not the only person I'm going to know. I have one of the building guys who comes and checks. Literally, he just knocks on the door and checks on me often to make sure I'm safe and I'm okay. Because even he is like, I have one of the building guys who's just like, make sure you're good. Make sure everything's good up here. Good. Because everybody is like, if I'm going to occupy space, bitch, it's pink. Everything pink. Because it makes me happy. Because it makes me calm. Because it's my favorite color. And I also think it's really fucking cool how you can get like literally a lot of pink shit. Like pink Ethernet cord. That's really fucking cool. That's really cool. It's really cool. But you know what? My Keurig, my pink Keurig is going to be here tomorrow. My pink Keurig is going to be here tomorrow. I'm sorry, but I could never be just break down and be desperate and go crawling and begging somebody to help me. Are y'all that type? Are y'all that type? Put black hearts in my chat. Was I not better off asking my community, my family, and my friends for help? Put a black heart if you agree. Put a purple heart if it's fuck nah. Do we see the passive aggression he met me with when he looked at the furniture? When he heard that there were new appliances and furniture coming? Y'all think the nigga was gonna be like, oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Oh, you need help putting together your new furniture? Oh, for sure. Nigga, this futon came 2 weeks ago. This futon came, it's been 2 weeks already. It's been 2 weeks. The coffee table y'all sit on right now, 2 weeks ago. Let's build furniture with my ex, the same one who left me. Mossum said, girl, fuck that. We putting that futon together. We putting that coffee table together. And you got more shit, I'm going to help you. And luckily, I've been able to hire the technicians for other shit. What I'm going to do, ask him. Hey, we see how bitter he is. Close my window. Bro, don't be like me. I'm dumb. I'm clearly dumb. I'm clearly... Don't end up like me. Do better. I like niggas, but I don't like niggas. I like niggas, but I don't like niggas. I'm attracted to I like niggas, and I don't know why. I like niggas. I do. I like them a lot. But then I'm like, I don't know about you. Oh, right. Niggas hurt. Yeah. Gotta love. Kelly, we got different tastes in me, and I know. I like niggas. Me. He'd never do that to me. I'm a bad bitch. He won't break my heart. He won't hurt me. He won't leave me abandoned in an apartment by myself in a fucking state where I only know him. He won't do that. Bitch, please, don't ever be that dumb. Stay home. If you're going to be dumb, at least stay the fuck home. I wanted him to support and understand me, but it's too much. I can't even ask the nigga to take out the trash. I would tell him when we got to know each other on the phone, I would be like, I just want to be around your energy. You know, this last session with my therapist, she was like, well, let's get to the roots of the heartbreak. And I'm like, she's like, let's get to the root of the heartbreak. She's like, how did it start? And I'm just like, that's the most heartbreakingest shit. Because shit only got really, really bad between him and I the last 6 months. And I think that stalker situation had a lot to do with it. In fact, I am almost willing to say that the Shane I knew back then and the fucking, I don't know, even the nigga who just walked into my house today are different Shanes. I don't know who the fuck that is. Especially being all passive aggressive. The reason I know that the nigga who just walked in my fucking door being passive aggressive about the fucking help that I got, that I had to fucking beg for, and the fucking work that I fucking had to put in, are two different niggas from the nigga I used to fucking talk to when I was at home. You want to know why? Because when I would FaceTime this nigga, when I was back at home, when I would FaceTime him and be like, I just cleaned my room. Do you want to see what my room looks like? Do you want to see what my house looks like? Because I keep a clean ass house. I keep a clean ass home. I'm like, hey, do you want to see? Oh, it looks great. I can't wait to be there next to you. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's nice. I see your little makeup stuff. He compliments. The person who was then and the person now different. The nigga used to be happy for me, not resent me. And I don't know where that fucking resentment came from. He used to be proud of me. Whatever. You don't need somebody to be proud of you. Bro, this type of shit is devastating, and I don't wish this on anyone. I don't even wish this on my worst fucking enemy. I don't wish this shit on fucking Yaba. I hope Sam stays. All right. I hope Yaba don't come home one day and Sam is like, well, got my shit. I don't wish this shit on Yaba. I know she hate me so much. She probably about to over there run up a stream on me right now. Shit. You know? But I hope, Yaba has Sam. Like, one thing when you're single and when shit happens, you can't hate on people in relationships because they're doing something better than you. They're clearly doing it right. Like, you can't hate on anybody in a relationship. You can't. You don't have the room. Let's not forget. I love Alex. Alex is not having it. I love Alex. Alex is like, now look, bitch. What we're not going to do is stand Yaba. What we're not going to do. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, girl, okay, Alex, go get the links and drop them in chat and quake everybody who's here. It's videos on that shit. Yes. Yes, Sam used to be Yaba's stalker. Yes. That's true. Did call Yaba's kids unfortunate looking. That's true. Well, the nigga is just like, bye. Fuck you, bitch. Cool. That's my favorite part. Love that stance. My ultimate. Oh my God. I love being left. Did Sam just like wear Yaba down to being in a relationship? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. I love Alex. She's going to be petty. Yes. I'm going to pin the T on Yaba and Sam is going to be pinned in my chat. Yaba said that's not how it went, but go ahead and search. Period. Who's Piggy? Piggy's the channel that's giving us all the foodie beauty tea right now and does a better job than Just Saying at keeping up. Okay, I'm not trying to fucking whatever. It's a fact. Doesn't Piggy do better than Just Saying? Yes. And y'all know I don't trust Just Saying because y'all see what happened. Y'all see what happened when I tried to ask permission. She literally didn't even get back to me and talk to everybody else but me and then tried to come back like everything was cool. No, I don't operate like that. When I talk about Chantal, I'm gonna go to Piggy's channel because they do a better job. And their editing isn't as fucking crazy as Just Saying. It's like, y'all know how Just Saying will fucking the editing be all weird. Like Chantal's all the story. Like I get you're trying to be fair use, but dude, like you ain't gotta do all that, Why did you think Piggy might not like you? Because an overwhelming majority of the Chantal reaction community doesn't like me. Simply because of the Yaba stuff and simply because I distanced myself, especially when I fucking publicly distanced myself in December after the Yaba stuff. So because the majority doesn't fuck with me, Piggy's a newer, smaller channel. They might fuck around and fuck with the majority because you know how on Twitter it's like the popular girl table, right? And it's like if you're not sitting at the popular bitch table, then fuck you. I've never needed to sit at the popular bitch table. I've always just been me. I feel better though, but I'm kind of like scrambly. I've been blacklisted from the Chantal community because you fuck with me. And on top of this concern, and on top of what I'm about to say, Alex, I got you. So I'm just happy that Piggy likes me so I can use Piggy's channel because I don't trust Just Saying, right? Especially because she over there with Frenchie chat over it. So you know how my ex mentioned the stream, and you know how he also like had the look of salt on his face, genuinely, and you know how he was questioning me. I don't want to be right about this. I want the universe to hear me and embrace me on this, please. I don't need this, but I'm ready. I don't need this, but I'm ready. Do y'all think he's going to go over there with Yaba and say that I'm a scammer?
Do y'all think he's going to go over there with Yaba and say that I'm a scammer?
Because you think he's gonna go over there with Yaba and say, "Oh, you scammer."
Oh, you scammer.
Bro, the way I just be wanting to publicize all of my member streams and just say, really, fuck it. Like, I don't give a fuck. I could really genuinely give a fuck. I didn't like the vibes. I would assume he would. He better the fuck not. Is it crazy to say I don't put it past him to not? I didn't like the vibes when he was saying that because he kept referencing that stream. Probably, but Yaba already thinks anyone who asks for help is a scammer. Can y'all just keep y'all's eyes on Twitter for me then? I ain't got the time. And if we start seeing or hearing shit, I will publicize every motherfucking member stream, like how I said. In the comments you said, it wouldn't surprise me, right? Because if you don't have real life anymore, all that's left is internet. Child. He won't do it publicly. No, but he could go through Yaba, and Yaba will do it publicly. Yaba will do it. Do you want us to message you things? DC still talking about you? Alex has got that covered. But thank you. So speaking of Yaba as well, I'm aware of Yaba's comments about Charlie and shit. And I'm aware of this. It looks like fucking Hater Nation World War III, which I called this back in December, but whatever, fuck me. I don't agree with Yaba. I don't fuck with Charlie, though. I can't. Because Charlie hurt me, right? Charlie hurt me to go choose Yaba's side. Now Charlie over there looking real goof. Yikes. Right? A lot of people are wearing clown paint right now. Isn't it interesting? It's almost like if you cross me when I have genuine intentions, your karma's not good. I want to say this, and I want to say this now. If Yaba and Frenchie go after Charlie and it's fucking HN, Hater Nation, World War III, I'm not picking sides. I'm not saying shit. I'm staying in my lane. And when I come on Twitter, the only person I'm gonna fuck with is Alex. Because that's exactly what the fuck I did in December, and it did nothing but pay off. And I will come on my platform every single day and claim nothing and nobody but Alex and the free spirits. I ain't got time for this shit. I don't agree with it. I think that what Yaba is doing, Yaba has gone after every other reaction channel and gatekeeping the community. She has made it toxic as hell. Didn't I tell you she would do it? I said this back in December. I said, I'm not going to be the first and I won't be the last. And here we are. And here we I don't like being right about this stuff. Twitter and all this fuck shit get the going down. I'm only coming on there to fuck with you. I was petty as hell like that before, but I'm also going to make it really well known. And the reason why I will come on to my fucking platform and only publicly claim Alex and the free spirits is because these bitches, when they get to fighting with each other, they outcast y'all and they try to shit on y'all. And they have really shit on Alex. Alex has been done the most bogus out of everybody. Alex has been done in ways I would go so far to say that Alex has been done more bogus than me. They go after Alex like she's a public person. So as another public person, I got Alex. And then I might get real petty and say I'm only here for Alex. And I'll change my name to fucking Alex Glitter Queen fucking Stan account. With the free spirit hearts. These people can suck dick. I see what's going on. I don't like it. It's ugly. And also, I don't like that this is going on in the midst of Shane and I's issues because I don't trust him. And with how bitter he is, And with how bitter he is, it takes one salty moment for him to be like, hey, Yaba, Callie's a scammer. Luxury apartment. My nigga. I don't want it to happen. But I don't trust that it won't happen. Especially with how bitter he came up in my house. And I will have your back. If I got to get on every motherfucking stream I do and say Alex is a motherfucking queen, fucking Alex purr, put glitter in the fucking chat, I would. We're not doing this dogpiling shit because you want to know something? Do you want to know something? When I fucking deactivated my Twitter for those couple weeks when I was gone during my fucking, nervous breakdown, Alex was getting dogpiled. And I see what's happening with Yaba and this Charlie stuff. And I'm not defending Charlie and I'm not taking up for her because I can't. She hurt me, okay? When you hurt me, that's it, bro. Okay? I respect loyalty. It's a rare, isn't it rare? Isn't loyalty rare? And you would think that it would be more common. But when I tell you I reactivated and I saw, because people were trying to fucking call my stream the depression stream. People were trying to call my stream, oh, she's just crying for attention. I was on the verge of a nervous break. And then what did I do? I got off of that stream and I fought with that nigga who used to live in my house. Because me and him, of course, we bump heads when I'm crumbling mentally. Of course. Of course. Of course. And then that sent me because I didn't even have his fucking support. I didn't even have his fucking support. I went 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I was deactivated off Twitter. 2 weeks. Him and I barely spoke to each other in this house. We lived like strangers. It was so painful, but it was showing me the truth. It showed me the truth. It led me to this moment even. It led me to this moment. Twitter don't affect my algorithm, sweetie, and I still get a bag regardless of what the fuck I say on Twitter or all because I've trained my algorithm like that to where if you go quiet on Twitter for a while, your views might look questionable because Yaba's taken breaks before and we've seen what that looks like. Do you think y'all could ever get back to being friends again? Who, me and Charlie? Meditating cat, I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. Once you break my trust and once you hurt me, your options are slim. I am a person that, okay, I may be open to second chances here and there, but I'm also a person to where second chances are earned. Charlie, let's not forget, Charlie ditched me to go fuck with Yaba because that was the majority. And low-key, Charlie's afraid of Yaba. Charlie's afraid of Yaba. You've heard it here first. Charlie is afraid of Yaba. This shit that Yaba's doing to her right now, Charlie never wanted. I hope Charlie fucking knows that if she would have just not even had my back, she didn't have to go after Yaba. She could have just said, I love you, Callie. I support you, Callie. I don't think Yaba would be coming for her as hard. Because guess who used to be the crazy fucking sidekick in that friendship? I pop off. I don't care how many subs I lose. Bitch, I get views per. I get views per. Give a fuck. Give a fuck. And I'm a real ass nigga. And I've always been that way. I'm crying. I love both of y'all for years. And when I learned that she betrayed you, my heart broke. Charlie ain't the first. Charlie ain't the first. In fact, do you know that I would rather have Charlie choosing Yaba and all this over the nigga that I was in love with and building a whole life with up and leave? 2021 was the year of revelation for me. Nobody was my friend except, those creators were my friend. Y'all are my friends and y'all are sweet because all of y'all have been consistent the whole time. I see what the fuck's going on, especially on Yaba's end. And the bullshit on Twitter against Alex is not going down on my watch. They can all suck dick. I have them all muted anyway. They can suck dick. I got Alex's back this time. I will not be deactivating on that evening. The only person who I would be willing to give a second chance to would be Shane.
The only person who I would be willing to give a second chance to would be Shane.
When he was here, me and him still have chemistry. I felt it, but I can't. Do you know that if he would have just came here and been kind and not an asshole, not a fucking passive aggressive dick, I probably would have felt a little bad myself. But I knew he was going to be on his bullshit because that's all he ever is on. I knew he was, which is why I looked the fuck good. I look like your ex-wife you just left. I look like who the fuck did I just leave? That's why the fuck I look like this. To remind you. He almost cost me my survival in a state where I don't know anybody. This nigga almost cost me my entire survival. And I'm sorry, not even Charlie did me that bogus. Which is why I don't trust him to not go to Yaba and say that my stream was a scam. To have her drag me, because it's probably the only way that he'd get satisfaction. Or the more sick part, the satisfaction being me getting desperate and crawling back to him. Your stream was not a scam. We all know this. You kept it 100 and told things you didn't have to, but you were transparent through the whole thing. And it's exactly why I was. Like how he's like, oh, I see you didn't tell the people that I was willing to help. I see you didn't tell the people that I didn't have any furniture. I see that you didn't tell the people that I didn't have furniture. There's something so dark about a person who is willing to lie / exaggerate about your behavior, who is actively trying to manipulate you into believing that you abuse them, then later admit that they didn't mean it and just said it because they were mad at you for setting a boundary. As for the original tweet, basically after I set the boundary, everything I did was suddenly bad. Jokes and playful roast became, you're abusive. Pay attention to the shift. If what was once okay is now overbearing and abusive and toxic, etc., after setting a boundary, it's a tactic. If they are villainizing your regular behavior and yet still want access to you and get excited when you speak to them, I'm pissed. I'm sorry, this thread still pisses me off. This thread still pisses me off. Ooh, I'm pissed. Because you know this is me. This is fucking me. If they're and he's not the only one that does this to me either, which is fucked up. If they're villainizing your regular behavior and yet still want access to you and get excited when you speak to them, that does not match up with what they said. Period. You're toxic, abusive, and manipulative, and all of that. But when you try to give them respectful space, they don't want you to. In no way is this thread encouraging a lack of accountability. This thread is for the soft hearts who are extremely sensitive and kind towards others and get caught in these situations in which they are gaslit and wrongfully accused and villainized. It is a thing. Yes. Oh, don't we love it? You hurt my feelings by taking care of yourself with that boundary. So I will do whatever I can to make you hurt the way I hurt, even lie. I'm going to quote tweet this because I had already retweeted it. And I'm just going to say facts. And then him saying, oh, I'm not trying to say your luxury apartment is squalor. Did you want me to lose this apartment? Did you want me to lose the roof over my head? Let me find out you wanted me to lose my home and come crawling back to you at your dad's. I would literally die first. Did you want me to lose my home? Is that what you wanted? Let me find out, because there's no need for passive aggressive statements like that. Or I might just text him that. Don't you ever fucking disrespect me in my home again. This is my house. All that passive aggression. I don't deserve that. Because his ego couldn't handle being in my space. He's so fucking bothered that I worked on myself. The only people that wouldn't want Callie to be comfortable is the people who already don't like her. Mm-hmm. And they didn't donate anyway. Mm-hmm. They were too busy talking shit on Twitter, which is exactly why I don't trust. But to be honest, can I just be very honest? I knew that my streaming setup was probably going to be one of the things that made him bitter, so I turned all the lights on it so it could sparkle and shine the way it deserves. Because, nigga, that's where I work. That's how I do my job. I had a feeling that it was going to make him mad, so I turned all the lights on. I was like, sparkle and shine. Purr. It was so pretty. You could see it from the other room. I was like, yes. And it was pink lights. Pink. I had a feeling. I told him, I'm like, you don't take care of me. Like how a husband is supposed to take care of his wife. Those were arguments. You don't take care of me. The nigga didn't even apologize either. Too busy being bitter. Still ain't got a proper apology. And the look on his face was the guilt. The minute I said I don't deserve to live in an empty apartment, I thought that him having his car fucking with him would hit his ego. He got more pride and ego in that car than he did my ass. He should be ashamed. Mm-hmm. And I think he is, and I think it's hard for him to face. But he did this. I did not do this. And I'm doing these streams for my safety, my protection, and for other reasons. In case things get that far, because I have not been wrong yet. He took his time getting his stuff. But the more time he spent here, the more bitter he got. Because it's not his space anymore. He can't just be comfortable here. I didn't engage. Because I looked at him, gave him the fear of God look. You knew. Because he needs to be reminded. But I love how he mentioned how he heard about other streams. If you've heard about my member streams, sweetie, I hope you keep hearing about them because they're the truth. And if you ever cross me, I'm ready to fucking publicize them. Because you're horrible. And people really need to know about this behavior. People need to know because it'll help them. So I'm doing you a favor. I looked the fuck woods. So I love you guys. I'll see y'all.
I think we see what happens when people fuck with me, but
you wanted me to be a desperate, broken bitch and come crawling back to you and begging for a fuck. I die first.